Can't really talk about 2020 without being controversial, so let me start with this disclaimer. For those that lost loved ones, got made redundant, or missed out on job opportunities, or even struggled with your mental health, you ain't trying to hear this. And it's understandable why this might be the worst year ever. But for us that had holidays cancelled and couldn't get wasted at the club, or still haven't gotten our hands on that damn PS5...
Jeez, PS4! PS4.
This might be our most useful year yet. Useful in terms of health and hygiene.
Hand washing should take you about 1 minute.
So much emphasis was placed on this in the past year that for many of us, this might be the first time you wash your hands for more than 10 seconds, or even used antiviral hand sanitizer. Let's be honest, if we'd faced Corona in 2005, we wouldn't even have the technology to imagine an mRNA vaccine. 1975, we wouldn't be able to read the genome of the virus. Try 1950, we wouldn't even have one of these. That's a ventilator. And if this pandemic hit before the internet, our economy would have collapsed completely, and so would our social relationships. 2020 was the best year for this virus to hit. I'd be lying if I said this was my healthiest year though. When the national lockdown was announced in March 20-something, I was heartbroken at the very thought that gyms and sporting facilities would be closed. This quickly turned to binge eating as I stuffed my face for 6 weeks straight, because why not? And home workouts just don't hit the same. 2 months later, I learned a pretty important lesson about myself. I'm lazy as I lack self-motivation and I need people around me to push me. And getting my ass in the gym wasn't the solution. It was a step in the right direction, but I didn't have a goal, I didn't have deadlines, and I didn't really have a why. After watching The Social Dilemma, I figured I needed new ways of getting my dopamine fix. My screen time went up 149% during lockdown. I just made that up, but embarrassing ain't even the word. I wasn't about to get rid of my phone, so I switched notifications off and just went about my usual activities. I felt like making an announcement like,
guys, after a long and fruitful stint as an influencer, I've decided to take a break from social media. Don't miss me too much. I'll be back before you know it.
Yeah, nah. Didn't even know this was the hiatus I low-key needed. And before you bring up FOMO, during this time I missed out on Swarms' attempt at Tory's quarantine radio. Whatever this was. And being black became a trend. Alright, you got me. 2020 wasn't the best year ever, but it was eye-opening. It allowed me to refocus while the world stood still. It put things in perspective and set me up nicely for my final year at uni. Yeah, I'm still paying 9k to watch slideshows, but that's besides the point. Okay, you didn't get to whine your waist at Afro Nation this year, and I apologize for the airlines and event organizers for caring more about your safety than your entertainment. But you still got to throw illegal lockdown parties and ate out to help out, right? Bottom line is, we made it through, and we're better for it.